First Chronicles 29 is the last chapter of First Chronicles. But by the end of the chapter, Solomon is on the throne and David has died. David offers his personal treasury toward the building of the house of the Lord and asks others if they would do the same. He asks, "Who then will offer willingly, consecrating himself today to the Lord?" He equates giving willingly with consecrating themselves to the Lord. To consecrate is to make holy, to set apart. They consecrated themselves by keeping from things that would make them unclean and cleaning themselves, washing their clothes. They consecrate themselves by being clean before the Lord. How would giving willingly be an act of consecration? What's the cleansing and setting apart? They're being asked if they would give money, specifically gold, silver, and precious stones. These were things of wealth and status. These were bargaining tools for trade. I also find it striking that these same things they were giving to God were used by future generations to build idols, to try and buy themselves favor, good health, prosperity. David doesn't make any such claims here in his requests. They are giving to God because he is holy and set apart, because of the greatness of his name. They didn't do it for themselves, they did it for their God. Verse 9 says, "Then the people rejoiced because they had given willingly, for with a whole heart they had offered freely to the Lord. David the king also rejoiced greatly." The only way to offer to God freely is to do it willingly with your whole heart. Do you feel free in worship? If not, there's a piece of your heart missing from it. If they were still clinging to that gold, wanting something else from it, then they wouldn't have been able to rejoice freely. They were consecrated to the Lord, set apart for him, because they had an undivided heart. They gave with their whole heart willingly, and it was freeing. We need to come to God with an undivided heart. We're told to love the Lord our God with all our hearts and all our minds and all our souls and all our strength. It's the greatest commandment. Are we breaking it? If there are any tugs and pulls on your heart apart from God's love compelling you, you need God to release those things. Give them up. Let go so your heart can be undivided in its love and attention. You won't be free in your worship. You won't be free in your life until you have an undivided heart, until you can willingly give up your treasures and rejoice in giving them over to the Lord. He is worthy of it all. Yours, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty, for all that is in the heavens and the earth is yours. Yours is the kingdom, O Lord, and you are exalted as head above all. Both riches and honor come from you, and you rule over all. In your hand are might and power, and in your hand it is to make great and to give strength to all. And now we thank you, our God, and praise your glorious name.